And that's what I'm starting with for today. Janky as janky can be. Simple, easy, low tech, the whole 9 yards. Just make it work. That's all I've been tasked with. Looks good. Again, just wanted something simple to keep the seed from going through the holes. And that's good enough. Just some, what were you looking? Some really thin 1/8 inch cheap ply that I found garbage under the corner. Yeah, we'll see what I can come up with next. Well, I managed to find a piece, I guess that's 3/4 inch. It was basically right size. I just used the circular saw to cut it to length. I think it was 5.5 at the top and 5.25 at the bottom. So I just had to lightly, jankily use the circular saw to rip 1/4 inch off, and it just fit in there nicely. So I'll glue that in, put the odd nail in the side, good enough, and I'll move on to the front. Still haven't quite come up with an idea of how I want to, or what I can find and how to use. Again, I'll find something that's probably sits about, what are we looking at, 3 inches, 4 inches overlap here, probably 4 and 4, whatever that is. I'll put a support across. Whoa, where are we looking? Put a support across that we can rest that on, tag it in, and I'm thinking of having just triangular pieces. I haven't really thought of anything yet. But that's what I'm working with. Slowly making progress. Digging around in the scrap, found this offcut of a 2x6. Where are we looking? And I'll see about ripping at a 45. I'm trying to make a slope in here to help push the seed as it gets down to the front edge. Whoops. So I'll throw it up on the table saw. I'll cut this at a 45 to see where we are in location to, where are we looking? Inside there. For a piece just randomly pulled out of the junk drawer, the scrap box, that fits, where are we looking? That's fit perfectly in there. So that's a nice find. Couldn't have been better. So I'll rip that to a 45, or a 45 angle to it. Well, I managed to get this piece trimmed nicely. Between the table saw and the band saw, got it cut nicely. Let's see how to go in. Goes in something like that. Adds for a nice slope. Oops. A nice slope for, let's see, where the seeds will drop down just to about a 1/2 inch behind. Where are you looking? There you are. The piece cut up nicely. Again with the back door, that's good. Now I'll double check to make sure that's all good, and then I'll move on to, I don't want to glue and nail things in until I'm sure that I'm not messing around here anymore. So I'll move on to the awning, or the low roof for the front. This is what I'm thinking of, is 2 struts out the side. I'll angle these down once I get them to be roughly where I want, and then I'll have a slope roof. I don't know, probably a nail, 2 nails and some glue. That'll be enough to hold that in. Keep this area open for heavy traffic. So yeah, again, it's kind of what I'm working with now. Slowly making progress. That's kind of what I was thinking. I just need to find a new piece for this as a support, and cut down the sides, the support struts, to angle them a little bit, and then Yeah. Whoops, where are you looking? I wanted sort of a larger roof, so when the rain or the snow keeps the snow off the seed and gives flight path, an easy flight path for birds and meandering squirrels to come and have a bit of access. Yeah, I'm slowly chipping away at it. Well, that's it for my day. I've angled these. I got them horizontally level and leveled with each other, gluing them up. I'll put some nails in to have a physical bond, so they won't break free. Glued up down here again. It started coming off. Not again. Glued it there. Yeah, it's coming along. So tomorrow I'll put the back plate in. I'll put the little angly piece in. Where are you looking? And then I got the side strut, and then I'll put the roof in, and that's pretty much it. Then I'm somewhat toying with the idea of covering it with use cooking oil as a way of protecting the wood. We painted this not that long ago, but for whatever reason the paint is, as you can see, peeling up off the wood. At least with an oil, should help preserve the wood and make it water resistant. Good morning, welcome back. Didn't do anything yesterday. I was doing other stuff. So today we've starting again on modifying the birdhouse, and within the first few taps of a nail this morning, where are we looking? The one side decided to cave in, so I guess I'll have to apply some glue here and put some nails into it and make it better. That's a bit unfortunate, I think.